got, buddy. T-run right there.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the No Toad Gen 4 ARCA series. These guys have 2 races remaining left in the season. You got tonight here at Las Vegas and next week at Daytona Legacy. And with 2 races left, we're going to pull the point standings up on your screen real quick. This battle is getting really tight here between Johnny and Ben, and even Jaden can throw his name in there if he has a couple good races. Here in these last 2 races, Johnny up with a 27-point lead. Ben is on a 4-race win streak. So, should be interesting to see what tonight holds. You see Johnny and Ben both sitting there at 4 wins. Jaden very consistently top 10, top 5s a lot this season. And we have about 20 cars here tonight. So this points battle is absolutely heating up. It was a blowout for the longest time with Johnny. And speaking of Johnny, we got some time real quick. There's still some final practice. Let's go ahead and pull down the Rocket Man. Rocket Man Johnny Brugg, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, Isaac?
Hey man, so coming in tonight, 2 races left in the season, 27-point lead. Are you sitting comfortable, or are you kind of a little worried?
I wouldn't call it comfortable. I definitely not. We have a bigger lobby in here tonight too, so I gotta make sure I try and secure the best finish I can get. If I could beat Ben, that'd be really awesome, but can't really go in with that mindset. So I have to try and steal a couple extra points, see if I can't lead a lap, maybe get the most laps led.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think you're coming off your worst performance of the season last week at Pocono. So, of course, you missed a race. So that's going to be your second drop week. Come here to Vegas, and we go next week at the wild card at Daytona. So, 27 points. I don't know if it's something to sit comfortably on.
Yeah, it was Bristol last week. That was my worst finish.
Thank you. Okay, I knew it was last week because I was Pocono for some reason.
Yeah. I did fix my steering wheel settings, so hopefully I'll be a little bit better on the long run. I was absolutely destroying my tires last week, had no idea why, and found out that I had my steering wheel settings, the wheel map range set too high for how big my wheel is, so it was overturning the wheel when I was turning it. So yeah, hopefully I'll be a little bit better on the long run.
All right, man. Well, good luck tonight here at Vegas, and put on a show like you guys always do in this series.
Thank you. We'll try to do it.
All right, we got a little bit of time left to qualify. Let's go ahead and pull down the professor, Mr. Ben Nelson. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, let's talk to Johnny down here, bringing you down. Coming in tonight, 27 points behind Johnny. Do you see that being a feasible feat to make up in these last 2 races, especially going into next week at Daytona where anything could happen?
I mean, I kind of need him to not have a good race in both of these to make that realistic, but I don't think so. I think I'll run well. It's just, first of all, Daytona is an absolute wild card, but it's a big gap. It's I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
All right, man. Well, good luck here tonight as hopefully we see you close that gap, and going into next week, it might be pretty interesting at Daytona.
I'll definitely try. Thank you.
All right, we're going to get qualifying underway. Cannot speak right now. We got some guys out there on track. Roy High's out there. Let's go ahead and follow around with Roy, see how he's doing. Roy's been very consistent as well these last couple of weeks. He's got a podium 3 races ago, I believe. Ran well at Pocono. I believe he got a top 5 last week at Bristol. But Roy putting together a pretty good run these final races. Unfortunately for him, a little too late with those solid runs. But hopefully can build some momentum going into next season. Well, Tower, we can get an idea on who's running what times. If you guys are watching at home, let me know if you think Johnny can maintain that points lead, or if you think Ben's going to be able to come back from 27 points behind in 2 races. Bro, I had already getting that quick time for now of 29.99. Got a newcomer in here, 33 of Vernon Margine, Marheem, I think you have to pronounce it. Ooh, Roy getting loose off of turn 4. They're going to cost him some time. Michael Nash up with a quick time now. Roy not going to get past the last time. Fell behind as we got Nelson. Don't think he got the setup he wanted. We'll go to Brugg coming out 4 here. Or coming across that line for his first lap, I do believe. Or that's going to be his outlet. No, it is the first lap. If Brugg can improve his lap time. Ortega currently with that pole. Actually tied with Brugg. Martin gets the pole now. Johnny Brugg comes across a 29.61. Let's see what Nelson can do. Isn't quite out there on track yet. That if he can hold off on that pole, that's gonna be a bonus point Johnny wants going his way. Here goes Nelson rolling out. Actually, right on board here is Nelson to get an idea of how loose these cars are. Heard their tight corner exit, loose, tight corner entry, loose corner exit. Also, while he's doing his out lap, fuel window tonight is 46 to 50 laps, according to TJ. If that is wrong, blame TJ. I think that might be a little high. Unless we're running the whole thing. Bang it loose. I don't know if you have time for. You might have time for a quick lap. At the point, if you're Ben, you've got to put a lap down in general. You're starting the back of the pack. Here goes Bang coming across start finish line. I don't think he has time to put a lap in. He's not. Oh no, he does. He got a first lap put in gift stop pole position, took it away from Johnny, and that's a bonus point Ben wants to see going his way. While qualifying's complete, we got 18 guys out here tonight. Let's go over our starting lineup. Got that pole position going to Ben, that nice bonus point. Gonna help that point deficit he is in. Outside of him be Johnny Brugg. Row 2, Craig Martin and Mr. Ortega. Row 3 of Michael Nash, Jaden Consterk. Row 4, Grant Fishier, Roy Hyde. Row 5, Vernon Margine, Alex Chase. Row 6, Bart Howick and TJ Warren. Row 7, Joshua Corner and John Creeler. Row 8, Philip Schmidt, Mitchell Williams. Around out the field, in row 9, you'll have Jimmy Emos and Mirza Asgar? I think that's how you pronounce it. Wait for these guys to grid up. Near Johnny, he is coming off his worst performance of the season. The first time we have seen him run this season and not get a podium finish. Apparently it came down to steering issues. I think the degree of rotation was off or something like that, and it was causing him to absolutely roast his right front tire. Got that fixed, so we might see some more long run speed out of Johnny here tonight. And Ben in that 79 machine, ever since he has switched numbers, he has yet to be defeated. So 100 laps of racing here, fuel window. Said before, about 46 to 50 laps, if I was told correctly. I can't tell how much fuel these guys have.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming out tonight
Oh,
for 100 laps here at Vegas. We do start the race on green. Restarts after that are on leader discretion.
let me turn that off real quick. Knew this were getting something. Well, they roll through 3 and 4. Nelson, Brugg, two guys we have seen a lot in the front row, whether it be starting a race on a restart. They're going to leave the green here in the second to last race as we get prepared to go to Daytona next week. Nelson, fresh off a win last night in the Cup Series at Richmond. See if he can go back-to-back yet again. Pacer's going to pull off. At number 1, machine at number 79 is going to leave the green here at Las Vegas. Getting a pretty good jump there. No one's been in the tires, causing issues. We're going to outside. Nelson on the inside. Nelson pulling slightly ahead. Brugg going to look for the runoff and quarter exit here. Can't quite get there. Going to look low going down the backstretch going into turn 3. But Nelson able to fend him off for the time being. Meanwhile, back a little bit further. Ortega and Martin going at it for third. Brugg's trying to get around Nelson. One thing Brugg has tried to do all season long is get the bonus points for leading the most laps, because that is the most bonus points you can get for something. You can get 2 for leading the most. Johnny knows if you can go out there and lead 2 laps, it can make up some points, or lead the most laps. That's 2 points he can get that Nelson cannot. Right now, Johnny having a hard time getting around Nelson. Still can't quite get around him. Go further back here. Frank Martin handed that position over to Jenny or Mr. Ortega. Oh, the Ortega. Wow. Nelson's still leading the way here. I think it's coming to lap 4. No, I keep an eye on it. Alex Chase having issues. And Alex Chase went off track. Let's see what happened here to Mr. Chase. I think that started actually further back in the corner. It did. He rolls to center of 3 and 4. Getting loose down on the apron he goes. Does a great job saving the car. Go through and mows the grass. Does a oh, get ran over by the green and blue car. Can't quite know who that was. We're back live. I was about to say we can keep an eye on the 88 machine of Jaden Constark. He's really going to try to put together a good showing here tonight, as he is really needing a good point tonight. He's 40 points below Brugg. He's not necessarily out of it. Brugg had to have an absolutely awful race his last 2 races, and Constark has to probably finished top 3. currently sitting in that 5th position, though. Go back to your leader, Mr. Benjamin Nelson. Johnny Brooks closed that gap back up, and here comes Ortega into the mix. Ortega, fairly new to iRacing. It's hard to believe this man's only been racing for a couple months. Here he is up here with 2 of the best in no-toe. Here on lap 7, Johnny looking low in Nelson. Johnny drifting up. Oh, almost contact there. Side drafting going down the backstretch into turn 3. Here comes Ortega on the outside. Johnny, I believe, going to lead that last lap. Two going at it, allowing Ortega to really close that gap, as well as Craig Martin. He's starting to close in here a little bit. Back to the battle for the lead. It's now Ortega and Johnny side by side as they exit turn 4, coming across start finish line here, lap 9 of 100. Ortega almost to the wall. Johnny was able to get a bonus point for leading 1 lap. He wants to get the most laps led. Ortega making a really good run on that outside, making that outside lane work. Look through our scoreboard, look for some other battles out there on track. Another one looks like we got Mitchell Williams and Bart Hoek. Looked like they were closer on the scoreboard, but Bart is coming up on that 33 machine of Margine. Bart looking to the low side of that 33 Viagra machine. Nice paint scheme there on this newcomer. Oh, it's Mitchell Williams. Mitchell Williams trying to make his way through the field. Currently, no really big movers. Your biggest mover so far is a 784 with Philip Schmidt. He's up 4 spots from where he started at. In the meantime, Ortega has been able to successfully, I thought he'd been able to successfully get around. No, he's still side by side with that one machine of Johnny Brugg. Craig Martin slowly but surely closing that gap. We are lap 12 of 100. To the point now where everyone's tires are starting to get a little worn in. Tire safety can be an absolute must here, especially with these Gen 4 cars. Ooh, Craig, I think, just blinked out of the race completely. Oh, he's there. We go check back here with Mr. Michael Nash, someone who is having an outstanding Cup season. And, I mean, he's had a good Gen 4 season as well. It's just, he hasn't had the consistency he's had in the Cup Series. I mean, he's sitting there with 6 top 5s, 7 top 10s on the season, but I think he's missed a couple races, and he's also been taken out of a couple other races. Kind of knocked him out of championship contention here with 2 races to go. I do believe Michael is leading the point standings in Cup. Look right behind on the 784. Gaining yet another position, getting around the 6 of TJ Warren. He's up 6 spots where he started at now. So Philip Schmidt is making his way through the field slowly but surely after starting back. I didn't even think he qualified. I think he started back in P15, did not qualify, and here he's sitting 9th place already on lap 15. go to another guy here sitting in that top 10, that number 12 all-tail machine of Grant Fishier, quietly sitting just outside the top 5. Solid run for him here early on. I know a lot happened in this race, but Grant looking for possibly a top 10 finish. He's been struggling this season. He's only got 2 top 5s this season, so this year trying to look to maybe add a third top 5 as we got a slow car out there on track. Probably who that was. That's the 98 of Emos. He's gonna go 3 laps down now. Speaking of 6 with TJ Warren earlier, he was joking around saying that 14th position is looking more and more comfortable, but he was running in the top 10. He's first 16 laps or so, finally fell just outside the top 10, falling back in the clutches of that 16 machine of Mitchell Williams. Back to the lead. There's the gap between the leader and the 1. About half a second now. Johnny Berg starting to fall back, as well as Ortega. Ortega was up to P3. He just lost the 3rd place spot to Craig Martin. Craig Martin jumping in the podium for the first time here tonight. An all green flag so far. Oh, you got this long green flag run going. Quick rundown of our schedule coming up for the last week here in season 25 of No Toad Cups. They will be going to Michigan International Raceway. The Cup will be going to Michigan for their final race. You heard me mention earlier, these Gen 4 ARCA guys, they will be going to Legacy Daytona for the final race. Ortega mad loose off of turn 4 there. Through the grass he goes. Does a great job keeping it going. Drake Keith fall outside the top 5 and move Grant Fishier into 5th. Roy Hyde looking to get around him on the outside now. Ortega falling from 4th back to 7th, possibly 8th. Here comes Michael Nash on the outside. That's how quickly you can lose a ton of spots, and that's a hard task to make up all those lots of times you just lost. Right behind him, Mitchell Williams will get loose, come off the corner. Now you got the 33 and the 84 battling it out. This is for 9th place right here. Here in lap 22, still a lot of battles going on. It's going to be interesting to see when people do come to pit lane. Grant Fishier working on Jaden Construct. Now that is for 4th. Fishier's going to get it for the time being. Jaden looking for the crossover. They go down the front stretch into turn 1. Jaden looking low. This Grant just has so much better long run speed right now. Alex Chase is in the pits. I didn't see him red. Oh, look at the 54 machine. Was he disconnected? Oh, he disconnected. Okay, never mind. Alex Chase out of this race. Your current leader right now. No surprises. That 79 machine, Mr. Benjamin Nelson, the professor. Further on back in the pack, Creedler in that 99 machine, who we saw earlier almost plow into the back of the 54. He's up there, just now getting around the 6 of TJ Warren for 12th position. got a long run going. Let's go ahead right on board here with 79 machine of Nelson. Alright, I'm back in lap 29 of 100. Interesting to see when people start coming out of pit lane with that fuel window. If you're pushing it, possibly not even being able to make it to lap 50. I mean, do you just split this race into threes? Come to pit lane around lap 33 to 35, then come again around lap 65? Or do you run this tank completely dry? We might see a lot of different varying pit strategies here. We might see some people try to run it to lap 50, make it to that halfway point, and just pit once. I know if I was racing this race, knowing who's out there, Benjamin, Johnny, Jaden, some of these other fast guys, I would try to save fuel and make it to lap 50 from the start drop of the green flag. I would even be try pushing it right now. Speaking of, let's go see if some of these guys further back and see what Mitchell Williams doing. See if Mitchell is saving fuel or if he's clutching or anything like that. Does not look like it. Also not too far ahead of Mitchell. It's at 70-81 of Ortega. He was up there in the top three. Now he's in threat of losing a top 10 spot. As here comes Creeler looking to the inside, coming out of turn 2. Oh, Ortega into the wall down the backstretch. Gonna lose 2 more spots. Ortega falling quick to 12. Ain't gonna want to see that bright yellow flag. It's that bright white and yellow car at 761 of Ortega. Here we are, lap 33. Let's see if we have any takers coming down pit lane here in the next 2 laps or so. Oh, come on, Alex. The caution would have been so much fun, though. Would have spiced up the race. Here comes Bart to pit lane. Bart, the first taker down pit lane. Looking all over the track, it looks like we had a good battle going for third and missed it for a bit. Jaden Collins start cracking in the top 3, and as we sit right now, the top 3 in points are running in the top 3, just not in that order. Also looks like Grant Fisher in that 12 machine, who was up here in the top 5. He's starting to fall back. He's falling back to P12. Oh, 99, or 98, I should say, hard into that wall coming out of turn 4. Bart, the first taker, coming down pit lane. Not seeing any more takers. See what Johnny does this time by. They roll through 3 and 4 here in lap 36, 100. Roy Hyde looking to the outside. Here comes Michael Nash on pit lane. So Michael, Creeda, they're coming to pit lane. Here on lap 38 of 100. Still no takers front of the pack though. As I say that, Johnny Brooks coming in this time by. Let's see what Jaden in that 88 does. Jaden's opting to stay out. There on the left-hand side of your screen, Brugg, Hyde, Ortega, Nash, Schmidt, Creeder, they're all coming to pit lane this time by. Here comes Ben this time by. Hopefully no speeding penalty. I'll have to keep an eye on that. See if anyone loses a lot of time. Not seeing any black flags yet. Nelson coming in. Jaden coming in. Craig staying out. Margene staying out. Mitchell staying out. Corner in 69 staying out. You gotta wonder, with 10 laps until halfway, do any of these 4 guys have enough fuel to make it to the end? To the halfway point, I should say. Actually right on board here with the 822 Craig Martin. Let's see if he's saving at all. As I say that, he's going to pit lane with Mitchell Williams. Corner staying out for another lap. To 33 coming to pit lane this time by. Josh Corner staying out yet again. Let's see if he's saving it all. No, he's just gonna run it dry. Ooh, almost contact there. Mitchell Williams coming up out of pit lane. Corner has to pit soon because he's coming in this time by. He has Ben and Johnny on fresh tires coming up fast behind him. Corner coming to pit lane is going to hand the lead back over to Benjamin Nelson in the 79. After pit cycles, Jaden fell back quite a bit. Michael Nash moved up to 3rd. Roy Hyde to 4th. Jaden, who's running 3rd, he's going to fall back to 5th now as he's getting around Ortega in that displaced position. Right now we're watching battle for 5th. Ortega and Jaden going at it. Ortega looking to the outside. Also kind of slammed the door on him. Going on the back stretch. Ortega gonna stay high with Jaden. Gonna arch it down below him. Look for the run off the corner exit. Oh, I thought they were about to make contact there. Here comes Ortega again with a run on the inside. We saw good short run speed out of Ortega before they came to pit lane. It's just a long run. He fell off a lot. He's going to try to do everything in his power to keep those tires underneath of him, keep him cooled down and not lose too much time. And when I say Jaden lost a lot of time, he was sitting, I would say about 7 seconds behind Ben. He is now sitting 16 seconds behind him. But definitely not the pit stop Jaden wanted to see. Jaden getting that 5th place back from Ortega. Across the start finish on here in lap 47, 100. Go ahead and take a look at all the lead lap cars pit strategy here to pull that up. Philip Smith was the first guy to come down pit lane out of these guys. He's on 9 lap old tires. He's on 5 laps out there. The guys on 8 lap old tires. Ortega and Concert still going at it for 5th. Now it's Ortega to the outside. Oh, my FPK crash. Give me a second. My FPK just crashed. I'll get it figured out. Let's go ahead and play the intro.
Good job, buddy. You run right there.
Give me a second, guys. My FPK crashed. Alright, we are back after the technical difficulties with SDK wanted to crash on me. Still watching this battle for P5 going on between now Craig and Remix, Craig Martin, Jenny, Ortega, and Jaden Constark. They're battling out for 6th now actually, because Margine actually got around him for 5th. Jaden, out of these 3 currently prevailing, he has not been able to shake that 761 machine of Ortega. we'll go back to our leader, who we haven't really talked too much about because he has a 5-second gap over Johnny Brugg in that one machine. That's Mr. Benjamin Nelson. As with a 27-point deficit coming into tonight, definitely got the most laps led. He's led a lap. He got the pole position. I mean, Brugg led a lap too. Those two cancel out. So he's gotten 2 bonus points for leading the most, and a bonus point for getting the pole position. And if he can win here, I don't know, going into Daytona, if Brugg gets wrecked out, it's very possible Ben might get the championship. And it's crazy to think because Johnny, when we started this season, he won the first 4 races. Well, 4 of the first 5, he missed the 4th race. So Johnny Brugg started off this season on a 4-race win streak. And out of nowhere, Ben started winning these races left and right. He's on a 4-race win streak now, looking to win his 5th in a row. Yeah, look at it right now, yeah. Johnny won the first 4 races. 4 out of the first 5. Going back further in the pack, battle for 8th is heating up. Ortega and Schmidt going at it now. This is what we saw last time out of Ortega. He had really great short run speed, and about 15 laps in a run, those tires started falling off, and he started falling back, and that's exactly what happened here. Ortega looking to lose 9th place to Schmidt, and possibly lose 10th to Creedler. Fall back to 10th behind Creedler. So far, we're about to reach lap 60. This race is going green all the way, and it has not been short of action. Ortega's, yeah, he just lost a 9th place spot to Creedler. Creedler in the 99 up to P9. Another thing I'll be keeping an eye on is Michael Nash has been slowly but surely getting chased down by that 305 machine of Roy Hyde. As I say that, Roy Hyde's actually starting to lose time on Michael Nash now. Ooh, Nash got a little loose there, corner exit of 4 though. Yeah, but not allowed Hyde to gain. Not a lot, but a little time there in sector 2. We're getting to that point where we should start seeing our second and final round of pit stops. As we take a quick look, see what the sector difference is here. I think Hyde's starting to lose a little bit. Do a stint length. Oh, that ain't work because it logged out. Damn. The first guy came to pit lane lap 36. Everyone was done pitting by lap 44. So a lot of these guys are looking about 30 lap old tires. And as I was talking about pit strategy, Johnny Brugg can be the first taker to start this rotation. And if you've been watching NASCAR or especially even No-Toed, you should know once one comes, everyone follows within the next couple laps. Who's going to be that second taker? Ben chooses to stay on another lap. Do a Hyde and Nash do. Nash coming in this time by. Oh, it looks a little too hot, but I think he'll be low down in time. There's Ortega as well. And here comes Ben. It shouldn't be long when everybody else comes in. Let's see what Roy Hyde does here in the 305 machine. I think Roy might try to stay out and lead a lap. He will. Out of the corner coming in. Looks like the 018 of Bart's coming in as well. Vandenberg already out there back on track, looking to get one of his laps back. Just behind the leader, Roy. He's about 6 seconds back or so. Where's Ben? There's Ben on track. He's already on the backstretch. Ben has such a huge lead, he didn't even lose a lap. That is absolutely insane. Holy cow. Pending a caution, this is Ben's race. I think a lot of these guys are trying to run this tank dry and hope for a caution. There's Johnny back on the lead that, but Johnny's about 8 seconds behind Ben. The longer you stay out, the more time you are losing as well. So a lot of guys who are in threat of going a lap down to Ben before he pitted are more than likely to be a lap down once they come to pit lane. Jaden's coming to pit lane this time. Ishir's coming to pit lane. We got a slow car on the front stretch. Let's see anything about anyone going off track. Here comes Roy and the 33. They're both coming to pit lane. Mitchell Williams to the lead now. I always like Mitchell's paint scheme. Has a Stuart Friesen look, but it also has the same number style his dad has on his, I think he runs a UMP. I might be wrong though. He might run a late model. Mitchell is going to hand the lead back over to Johnny. Not Johnny, Ben. And out here is leading them. Has led dang near every lap of this race. From the drop of the green flag, he got that pole position. The only laps he has not led was when he came to pit lane and Johnny led one lap at that start finish line when they're battling for the lead. Other than that, every lap has gone to the 79 machine as he's about to put a ton of people a lap down. We're only going to have 7 left on the lead lap here. About to be 6. It is 6. About to be 5 because Ben is right behind that 761 machine Ortega. There he is right in front of him. I will say this though, if you're ever looking to join a league, and you want a fun, clean league to race, you come to this league, make sure you practice your green flag pit stops because you are going to have a lot of them. And we're seeing that here tonight on people, a lot of people struggle. One of the people that struggle, I missed it, but Jada must have got a black flag because he has scored the only car 2 laps down. Tough break there for the 88 machine. Green flag pit stop practicing is a must here in this league. Got 25 to go. We have yet to see a yellow here tonight. It's been nothing but green flag racing. And unfortunately, everyone being a lap down, we can't really see who's battling it for position toward the back. Looks like Craig Martin. Breather might be going out for a bit. Let's see if they're still battling out. They are. This is for P9. P8. Craig looking to the outside now of Creed. They're going to try to get a run off here, corner exit. Oh, almost contact there between the two. Bart is slow. Oh, he's down there on the apron. Okay. Back to 79 machine here in lap traffic. You got 761 Ortega in front of him. 784 of Philip Schmidt not too far behind him here. He's able to get on Ortega. This is about to be a battle for the lucky dog spot if there is a caution. I don't see it happening. Ben putting Ortega a lap down. That's going to leave only a top 5 on the lead lap. With 20 to go, we only got 5 on the lead lap. Really no battle for position going on. go. Nelson still leading the way, looking the inside of the 600 corners. We got a battle for position back here. Oh, he did. That was a quick pass there by Philip Schmidt, able to make quick work of that 761. Pending a yellow flag, Philip Schmidt is in that lucky duck spot. But granted, if we do see a yellow, I do see a lot of these guys staying out to get a lap back. Yeah, I don't see the leaders not pitting. 5 left on the lead lap. I don't see people on the lead lap not coming to pit lane with 17 to go, getting some 4 fresh tires put on those cars. And still leading the way here, 15 to go. 5 left on the lead lap. Nelson, Brugg, Nash, Hyde, and Margin. Either say his last name. Currently your biggest mover is Mitchell Williams in the 16 machine. He is up 8. No, correction. Your biggest mover is Philip Schmidt in this Red Bull Racing machine. He's up 9 spots from where he started. He's starting to fall back a little bit. Philip Schmidt has gained spots, so Philip Schmidt's going to go up 9 spots now from where he started at. Ortega's just starting to fall back. Ortega has some really good short run speed, but long run, he just doesn't have the speed. See in your picture, there's drawing Crather in the 99, 94 position if you can get to Ortega these last 13 laps. We haven't talked about him too much. He's been sitting quietly in second really all race long. Johnny Brugg in that one machine. Your current points leader isn't going to get a lot of bonus laps, or bonus points tonight. So he's really going to have to hope that he has a strong showing next week at Daytona, as I would imagine that points lead probably going to dwindle down to about 22, 21 points or so, as a place like Daytona, if you have 25 plus cars show up and you get wrecked out and you finish 23rd and Ben wins the race, that's a championship right there. So it's not that it's impossible. It is possible for Ben to win the championship, but he is going to have all the cards fall right in his lap at the right time. If he wins this championship, he should go buy a lottery ticket, because that's been one lucky championship. But another battle I've been watching on the scoreboard, Roy Hyde has slowly been chasing down Michael Nash in that 60 machine. Here was 10 to go. We might have a battle for that final podium spot. Here comes Roy to the outside. Roy just looks so strong in that outside lane, too. They can be able to get around Nash pretty easy here. I don't think Nash is going to have a run on that low side. He's not. He's going to have to tuck in behind Roy. Oh, he's going to choose to stay low here to enter turn 3. Craig Martin starting to come to life. He's past Philip Schmidt for that lucky dog spot now with 9 to go. And there goes Mitchell Williams on the screen too. They're a lap down, but these three cars, they're still battling it out for every position out there. Philip Schmidt going to the highlight. Mitchell Williams going low. Mitchell Williams up 10 spots from where he started at. Mitchell Williams starting almost dead last. Now sitting in P7 looking for more with 8 to go. And he just came to life late in this race. He was quietly sitting back there outside the top 10. Oh, Craig Martin loose off of 4. He was sitting quietly outside the top 10 really all race long. His cars really came to life this final stretch. Here after his last green flag pit stop cycle, and he's there in the lucky dog spot now. The question is, if we see a yellow here, 7 to go, what is your pit strategy? Do you take 2? Do you take 4? I mean, if it's up to me, I would have to see what tire wear is like. If my lefts were 90% or higher, 2. Taking 2 and going. If I spin, that's a risk I'm willing to take. If my left sides were anywhere in the 80s, taking 4. Also going back to battle for third, another car has entered this mix. At least it looked like it on the tower I have up. I think the 33 was closing that gap. Let's see what kind of lap times he's running compared to Nash here. Nash is running a little bit quicker too. Sector 2 looks like. No, Nash is running slower, and he's actually battling his roll with 5 to go here. We might have a 3-way battle for a podium finish. And Nash a little bit slower. Margine, he's closing that gap. And this is his first race. If you can get a podium finish in this league for your first race, that is an absolute accomplishment, especially on a track like here at Vegas. 4 to go this time by. Yeah, he closed almost a 10th and a half that time by. Ben crossed the line for 3 to go. Nash a little bit quicker though there in sector 1. Nash and Hyde, they're going after P3 too. Hyde a little bit slower. Oh, we got a yellow flag! With 3 to go, the 98 Jimmy Emo's having a problem. Wow, Grant Fisher involved as well. What in the world happened to the 98? It happened way back. What happened? Uh-oh, I did it now. There we go. Oh, wow, there was a shear at the end of that. Oh, my goodness. I want to think it was Neco. Let's slow this down. Oh, Jaden barely getting through. Here comes the shear. Oh, no, he slammed him. That was a Booker T spin-a-rooney. Spins once and a half. Spins twice, locks it down, keeps it going. And this is going to shake things up. Oh, he's hurt, dude. Here comes all your lead lap cars in pit lane. What's the call? Do you take 2? Do you take 4? I see his right side going up. Ben's taking 4. Let's see what Johnny does. Johnny taking 4. Nash taking 4. Everyone's taking 4. And I don't see anyone that's getting a lap back. Williams will come to pit lane for sure. he's the lucky dog here. Oh, we almost went green to checkered. Had 3 to go. Gonna be under a first of 2 attempts at a green white checkered. As I don't know if we'll go green the rest of the way. Everyone's really battling out for every spot they got. Rugg and Nelson leads a green. Nash will be 3rd. Margine will be 4th, and Hyde will be 5th. Once Williams comes to pit lane here, it's gonna cycle him back behind these guys. I don't know what happened to Jimmy. That was weird. Well, kind of reminds me of yesterday's race, the Cup Series. Went green. I mean, we had the stage caution, but no cautions of cause until 10 to go. Dana Suarez spinning out, and here we are, 3 to go. Late race caution, and it changes up the whole complexity of this race. We 1 to go? No. Yeah. All right. Did they give the way around all the people? No. Well, if I'm one of these guys that stayed out, I'm hoping for a quick caution here. I think Mitchell Williams is the 6th, but... Oh, he has the lineup behind all the lap cars, that's right. Well, we're going to rack them up here. The green-white checkered attempt number 1. Brugg, Nelson, gonna leave the green. Does Brugg have anything in store for that 79 machine? Nelson's been so strong all race long, and man, it would suck if Brugg's able to sneak this win out for Nelson. Pacer's gonna pull off.
Green, green,
Green
green.
flag is out. Nelson was a great jump, and watch out for Nash. Nash will be looking low, and Brugg, no, Brugg's gonna shut the door. Here we go. We just gotta get that white flag. Everyone behind him keeping it going straight. Roy Hyde falling back to 5th. Nelson out there with a good, I can't say a good lead, but an okay lead. Coming to get that white flag. Nelson, no, Brugg looking low. Shortcut the apron. Nelson gonna dive it low. Brugg's gonna follow right in his tire track. Nelson looks like he might have washed up the track there in corner exit. Brugg's gonna get loose though off a corner exit. Into the wall Brugg goes. Can Nash get the spot taken away? Nash gonna look to the outside, coming through 3 and 4. Nash can't quite get it done. Ben Nelson gonna win this race. Michael Nash coming P3. Johnny Brugg coming 2nd. There's a wreck behind him. JD Concert going off track. What happened to Jaden? Let's go see back here what happened to Jaden concert in 88. Oh, he's just goofing off. Ah, pretty impressive. Nelson will come out here, dominate this race, comes down to a green-white checkered. Nelson gonna come across the line, P1. He's just gonna park at the baseline. Oh, while we wait for these podium finishers. Oh, waiting for Mr. Michael Nash. Michael Nash to the podium finisher, please. Michael Nash to the podium finisher. Well, we'll go in reverse order. We will go in reverse order. We'll pull up the race winner first. Mr. Benjamin Nelson, what is going on?
Hey, what's up?
Hey man, dominating performance there. Yellow flag came out. Not sure what happened there. What was going through your head on that pit call? Were you kind of worried some people might have took four or took two while you were taking four?
I mean, we ran so many laps. I didn't think really two tires was an option because we were all kind of all over the place. It may not have looked like it, but it was getting kind of hairy. Really, no matter what you were doing on the track after that long run. But I saw there was a car like riding the wall in turn 1 and 2, and so I think somebody hit him on the back stretch. That's what caused the caution. But that was definitely, I thought it was a possibility for sure that was going to come out, and it did. But it was a classic shootout to finish.
Now, I don't know if you checked or not. Do you know what your lefts were at when you pitted there with that last caution? Or the only caution, I should say?
I don't know. I checked the rights. I didn't really look at the lefts. Yeah, I don't really know, but I don't think they were much higher than 70s.
Oh, yeah, no, I would have took four. Okay. I was in here talking like if my left, after all those green flag runs, because you guys pitted twice, were 90 or better, two would have been the call. Anything worse than 90 would have been four. But, I mean, you're still out there undefeated on 79 scheme. I mean, we know next week's a wild card going into Daytona. But we've seen you do pretty well at super speedways. What's your thoughts going into Daytona? Not just Daytona, but Legacy Daytona.
Yeah, I like Legacy Daytona. It gives you a lot of options, and you can be a bit more brave than others. Like a lot of people are not necessarily willing to go three wide in the middle there. um, it's fun. You got to know who you're racing to. That's another part of it. But keeping control of the car is another factor, unlike most of the other super speedway races. So it's going to be interesting. I have an idea of what kind of plan I can enact, but it really doesn't do anything when you get on the track at Daytona. Plans go out the window pretty much.
All right, man. We come in here 27 points behind, bro. You get a ton of bonus points here tonight.
Yeah, I
really,
think I snagged the fastest lap there on the last lap.
oh dang, F. I can't tell because my SDK took a crap.
It
So
told me I did, so
okay.
that's good. I think
Well,
I got all the points I could have possibly gotten.
I do. If you got the fast up, I believe you did, and that should really help your point scene going into Daytona next week. So it could be interesting. So we'll see.
Thank you.
All right, and now let's go ahead and talk to your P2 finisher, Mr. Johnny Rocketman Brugg, or should I say Wallbank, because you banged that wall a couple times in the last few races, battling for the win on the last lap. Man, talking through that race, I know usually you try to get the most laps led, but it looked like you just could not get around Ben to start this race off.
No, I did what I could, and I performed the best I could, and that's all I can expect. I think Ben has finally got this car like really dialed in. I know he races on Wednesday in another league in this car, so I think that experience has really helped dial him in. I think in the beginning of the season we were more on even playing grounds, but it's hard to keep up with him now.
Well, you come in the race, 27 points is good. I do think you did get one lap led when you were battling him to start the race. I do believe you led one lap there, so you did get a bonus point. But
Yeah, I was
he,
talking to him when we were battling. He knew I was going for that bonus point because I asked him when we came to the line. I was like, "Did I get you there? Did I get my point? Can I fall back now?"
he got every other bonus point he could get. But man,
And then
what?
he got the fastest lap on the last lap,
That's what he just
and I
said.
was so mad.
But we go next week in Daytona, and better than everyone. Anything can happen to the super speedways. So I think your points lead probably might be about 21 points. Um,
Well, he got pole, which is a point. He got fastest lap, which is a point. He got most laps led, which I believe is
2,
points. Um, and then a lap led,
but you
which
can't
is
count that
another
one because
point.
you got lap led too. So those
Okay.
cancel out.
So I mean, I don't know. It might be. I think it's gonna be closer than 20. I think he'll be in the teens. I don't know how that's gonna work out when we can figure out like drop weeks and all that. But yeah, Daytona should be interesting. Can't believe I scheduled that for the finale, but going into it,
Yeah, so
hopes.
I gotta ask you, going into Daytona, depending on your points lead, are you gonna be out there be a little more conservative, trying to get a championship, or you gonna be out there battling for a win? And if you get involved in a wreck, it's what if.
My mindset at Super Speed, I always want to be out front and in front of the potential wrecks. So I'm gonna be, if I have to, be aggressive, work my way up there, I'm gonna do that.
All right, man. Well, congrats on that P2, and next week should be interesting.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, next let's pull in Mr. Michael Nash. What is going on?
Hey Isaac, I'm just trying to cool off. I got hot in that race.
Yeah, man, you were out there battling it out. I was hoping to actually see a really good battle between, I think it was you, Roy, and I think it was the 33 was closing in on you guys before that caution came out. But that caution came out. You got the position on the pit lane and able to grab that P3, talk us through that race, and what your strategy was going to pit lane. Did you even think about at all taking 2, or when you entered your goal, we're going 4 tires?
Yeah, I didn't hesitate on the tires, just knowing I had kind of short pitted already, so my tires had like 37 laps on them. So when Roy and I were battling, which I really wish we could have seen that through. We were our back tires on both our cars were basketballs, so we were sliding through those corners, and I was fixing to start trying the high line to get around him because I knew it was the only way, and we were gonna wreck it or put on a show, one or the other.
No, you guys definitely did put on a show there. I was kind of wishing, like, usually I kind of hope for a late race caution, kind of group the field back up. I was really not wanting to see that caution there because I was wanting to see if the 33 is going to be able to chase the guys down those last 3 laps. But I guess the iRacing gods had other plans, and we had a caution.
Yeah, I really think he was sitting in the best position because it was going to be hard for Roy and me to keep our speed up going side by side. So he was going to be able to slide under if we didn't wreck him.
Well, man, congrats on the P3 here tonight. I know you go into Michigan here this Sunday for the Cup Series final race, and I do believe you have the point standings. I know you messaged me saying you don't. I think you do. Hopefully, we can get an updated standings list before then about where you sit. But Michigan should be interesting for the Cup guys.
Yeah, that's just a wonderful track. So much fun. Lots of different lines to run. But I may sit down and manually do the math after a while. I really think with all those wins, the dominant wins, that even having missed one too many races, I really think Benjamin has the upper hand going into next week.
Well, we'll see, man. But congrats on the P3 here in the Gen 4 series, and I look forward to you Cup guys putting on a show Sunday.
Thanks, Isaac. See you next week.
There. Well, that will conclude tonight's broadcast here for the No Toad Gen 4 series. You heard me mention before, next week is the finale for both Cup and Gen 4. Cup going to Michigan. Gen 4 closing their series out